Hello everyone, Carson here back on Sudoku on New York Times. Today is July 11th, 2024. Let's start today's hard Sudoku. Alright, so I see that these threes force the digit 3 into this cell in block 4. This 3 points down and this 3 points right. So in block 8, the digit 3 is forced into row 7, and then these 3's point right. This 2 points up. So in block 4, the digit 2 is forced into column 1, and then these 2's point up. This 8 points up and this 8 points right. So in block 2, the digit 8 is forced into row 3, and then these 8's points right. Okay, these 8 points left. Okay, I see that in row 1, there are 5 open cells left. So there are 5 missing digits in row 1. And these 3 cells, C, 1 and 7 from block 2. So none of these 3 cells can contain 1 and 7, and because 1 and 7 are still missing digits, we have to fit both of these 2 digits into the remaining 2 open cells. So these 2 cells form a 1-7 pair and eliminates all other digits from these 2 cells. Because in order to fit both 1 and 7 into row 1, these 2 digits have to go into these 2 cells and nothing else can. No other digits can go into these 2 cells because they're strictly reserved for 1 and 7. So the other missing digits go into these 3 cells and form a 2-4-6 triple. This cell, 2-4-6 triple, this cell these 2, so they go like this. These 7s force the digit 7 into one of these 2 cells in block 5. This 9 points up, and this 9 points left. So in block 4, the digit 9 is forced into column 3, and then these 9's points up. So these 2 cells form a 2-9 pair. Because in block 1, the digits 2 and 9 are still missing. And because all of these 2's and 9's, they force both 2 and 9 into one of these 2 cells only, and they share the same 2 cells. So in order to fit both 2 and 9 into block 1, these 2 digits have to go into these 2 cells and nothing else can. Because these 2 cells must contain those 2 digits. So all other digits are eliminated from these 2 cells, apart from 2 and 9. So you can further look at this column. In column 2, there are 4 missing digits. We have the 2-9 pair in this pair. We have the digits 2 and 9 in this pair. So the other 2 open cells in this column form another pair of 6 and 7. But this cell sees 7, so I can place the 7 here and the cell is a 6. These 7's points right. Okay, these 6's points up, and this cell sees another 6, and 6 cannot go into the 1-7 pair. So in block 1, the digit 6 is forced into this cell. Okay, so 7 and 1 in row 2, points left. 7 and 1 in row 2, points left. And 1 and 7 cannot be in the... Well, I guess these 2 cells also see 1 and 7. So in block 1, 1 and 7 can only go into these 2 cells. Because 1 and 7 are still missing digits of block 1, and they can only go into these 2 cells. So same logic with any other pairs. Both 1 and 7 are forced into one of these 2 cells only, and all other digits are eliminated from these 2 cells because they form a 1-7 pair. So in block 1, we have a 2-9 pair, we also have a 1-7 pair, meaning that the remaining open cells, these 2 open cells, form a pair, also a pair of 4 and 5. So there are lots of pairs in this puzzle. Spotting all of them definitely helps. Okay, 4s here with these 4s points right, and this cell also sees 4s, so it is forced into one of these two cells in block 3. 5s here, and these 5s force the digit 5 into one of these two cells in block 2. Okay, so I was just looking at block 2. We have a 246 triple, meaning that the other 4 open cells are for the digits 3, 5, 8, and 9. But this cell sees 3, 5, and 9. This cell sees 3, 5, and 9. So in these 4 open cells, um, 3, 5, 8, and 9 have to go into these 4 cells. But this cell can't be 3, 5, and 9. So this cell must be an 8. And 3, 5, and 9 go into the other 3 open cells. Okay. So yeah, 246 and 359. These 8s point down. The missing digits in block 7 are 4, 5, and 8. This cell sees a 5. In block 8, the digit 1 is forced into one of these two cells. Okay, so I see something. In column 5, in column 5, this cell sees 3, 8, and 9. And these 3 cells also see 3, 8, and 9 in block 5. So these 4 cells cannot contain 3, 8, and 9. So in column 5, only 3 cells are available for the 3 digits 3, 8, and 9. So these 3 cells actually form a 3, 8, 9 triple. I can fill that in. Um, Ignore that these cells see those digits. So in column 5, the digits 3, 8, and 9 are still missing. And this cell sees 3, 8, 9. These 3 cells also see 3, 8, 9. So only 3 open cells in this column are available for the digits 3, 8, and 9. So these 3 cells form a 3, 8, 9 triple and eliminates all other digits from these 3 cells. This cell sees a 3 and this cell sees an 8. So we can make further reductions from this triple. But anyway, the main point is that um, there is a 3, 8, 9 triple in column 5, and all other digits are eliminated from these 3 cells. Okay, so I've eliminated the 5 from this cell because 5, of course, cannot be in a... It, 5 cannot be part of the 3, 8, 9 triple. So this cell also sees 5 from this 4, 5 pair. Now in block 2, the digit 5 is forced into this cell. And it goes into one of these two cells in block 5. Okay, I was just looking at row 9 and I found a single. This cell sees 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the only digit that the cell does not see is 4, so 4 has to go in the cell, because no other digits can go in the cell. So to avoid empty cells, 4 has to go in the cell, because nothing else can. Alright, so 4 is forced into this cell, and in the same row, 3, 5, and 8 are the missing digits. This cell sees 8. So they go like this. 4 in this cell is eliminated. Let's continue with column 6. 1, 2, and 6 are the missing digits. This cell sees 6, and this cell sees a 2. And an annoyingly unresolvable pattern. Okay, so because this cell now sees a 4, this cell now sees a 4, so in block 7, the digit 4 is forced into column 1, which eliminates 4 from the cell, because this cell sees the 4 from block 7. So this cell's made a 5, and I can complete the 4-5 pair. This 5 points back down, and it forces the digit 5 into this cell in block 7, which makes this a 3 and 8 to complete row 9. Eight in this cell is now eliminated. So these 8s force the digit 8 into this cell in block 3. Okay, this cell now sees the 8 from block 7, so 8 in this cell is eliminated, forcing the digit 8 into this cell in block 4, which then forces the digit 9 into this cell in block 4, and then 1 and 7 are the missing digits in column 4. I can also fill out 1, 2, and 7 in block 4. Okay, this 2 points up. This 2 points up, and of course, 2 cannot be part of the 1-7 pair. So in block 3, the digit 2 is forced into row 3, which eliminates 2 from this cell, because it now sees this 2. So this cell is made a 9, and this cell is a 2. This 9 points back, and makes this a 3 and 9. This cell is a 3 to complete row 2. Okay, these 3s force the digit 3 into this cell in block 6. Okay, these 3s point down, and this cell sees another 3, so in block 8, the digit 3 is forced into this cell. After that, I can immediately place the digit 1 into this cell in block 8 as well. This one helps complete column 6. Okay, after I place the 6, 6 in these two cells are eliminated, so I can finish up block 2. We have an 8-9 pair here, so the only remaining open cell is a 6 to complete. I mean, for this block. Yeah. Okay, and then these two cells are the missing digits of column 4. They are 1 and 7. These 3 cells for this column form a triple of 4, 5, and 6. Okay, but these 4s force the digit 4 into this cell in block 5, which then places the 5 in this cell and makes the cell a 6. These 6s point right, and this cell sees another 6, so it is forced into this cell in block 6. These 6s point down, and this cell sees another 6, so in block 9, the digit 6 is forced into this cell. All 6s are placed. Nice. 1, 2, and 7 are the missing digits in row 4. 1, 5, and 7 are the missing digits in row 5. But this cell sees 5, and this cell also sees 5. So in row 5, the digit 5 is forced into this cell. After that, this cell sees another 1. So in row 5, the digit 1 is forced into this cell, which makes this a 7. This is also a 7. 7 in these two cells are eliminated. And then in column 8, 2 and 9 are the missing digits, but this cell sees a 9. So, oh, it also sees the 9 from the same block. So this is made a 2 and this is a 9. After that, I can force the digit 7 into this cell in block 9. This 9 makes this an 8. This a 9. This 8 makes this a 4 and this an 8. In block 9, there are two missing digits. They are 4 and 5. But this cell sees a 5. So I can place the 5 into the other open cell, and this cell will say 4. This 4 points up, and this 4 points right. So in block 3, the digit 4 is forced into this cell. This cell is 107. This cell is also 107, but it sees the 7. So for this column, 7 has to go in this cell, and this cell will say 1. The 7 completes lots of things, fills in a lot of digits, and the puzzle is done. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times hard Sudoku in 15 minutes and 48 seconds. So I would say this puzzle is straightforward, from my perspective, but I do understand that there might be some key spots that were difficult to spot. Um, like it depends for each person. So I'll go over the key spots again. So, from the very beginning, there were lots and lots of pairs, especially up here and on the left-hand side. Um, there was a 1-7 pair in row 1. There was a 1-7 pair in row 1, and of course also helped form the 2-4-6 triple in row 1 block 2. Um, and then later on I could place this 8 and a 3-5-9 triple in block 2 as well. And later on, there was this 2-9 pair, 1-7 pair, and 4-5 pair in block 1. And I think the most, well, not the most, but something that was quite important as well was the 3-8-9 triple in column 5. The 3-8-9 triple in column 5. Um, okay, and then later on, I feel like this single 4 in row 9, column 6, block 8. This 4 where I'm pointing at. Row 9, column 6, block 8, the single 4. So yeah, I think those were the key spots. Let me know if I missed anything, or if you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you. I'll end today's video here. Today is July 11th, 2024. I'll see you all in tomorrow's New York Times Hard Sudoku Solve. Bye!